Welcome to the garden. Today we're going to be doing a new experiment with floating cuttings. The old floating cuttings, I've been letting them grow and kind of recuperate after their last experiment because we're trying to use these as a crown factory. Just like that. I'm going to strip the bottom leaves, but with a little bit of that stem, you should be able to just nestle it straight into the soil. Now, we're not going to water this until this is healed for at least a day. But we could probably do this one in that same fashion, and this one back here. And theoretically, they'll all produce 2 new crowns, like this one in the front. And then eventually, we should be able to pluck both of those and do that same trick. While I was at a thrift store, I found this awesome little tiny pot. It actually has drainage too, so I think this is a perfect little container for our experiment. But hopefully we can get this out in one piece. Even with our new cuttings, that's perfect, so I'm going to try and be extra careful on the way in. That is an awesome container. That looks incredible. That's a perfect example of something that we did last time. We just set that on the water, and just like a little boat, it floats beautifully. I saved a bit of styrofoam from the trash. I've got a couple pieces here, and this is incredibly light. It floats so well, even when it's compressed like this. This one I think was just squashed, but it has enough buoyancy to where I think it'll really provide a nice platform for our cutting. So I'm just going to take our scissors here and cut down a little square, just like that. The benefit of it being squished is it's really easy to cut. Then I'm going to do one little cut about halfway in, and just kind of maybe do a little V-cut like that, so that we can stick a cutting right through. So let's try this with this floating cutting right here. So you can see our cuts there, kind of like a bird's foot. We'll just insert the stem, just get that stem to poke through. That is cool. Now it should have a lot of extra buoyancy. So in a couple weeks, when it gets to that point where it's kind of slooping, it'll hopefully stay nice and upright, nice and dry, while the stem can produce roots down here. And we should be able to release it just by pulling our styrofoam apart like that. So let's see. Awesome. That is so cool. So I think in a couple weeks it's really going to look nice. I think that worked so well, I'm just going to use this piece again. You can actually get 2 more out of here. So the first cut I want to make is just that initial halfway, so that we can slip our cutting in and out when it's done. Then, while you're kind of in the middle, cut some V shapes like this. So that'll leave room for that stem. But look at how well that fits in there. Beautiful. This is so great. Now, you might want to let these heal before putting them in water. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does increase the odds of survival. Now, that one's actually a bit heavy, and I'm guessing it's going to float a lot nicer. Wow, it's even top heavy. So I might have to do a little work with that one yet. So I'm just going to take one more crown cutting here. There. Had to get it on the right way. Perfect. Gosh, that is so cool. So we're going to let these heal, and then we'll place them right back in the water. So I hope you stay tuned to see if these ones root, see if our little crown factory experiments work out for us. We've taken 3 new crown cuttings, and hopefully we'll get 2 new sprouts on each one of these plants. So you can give this a grow in your own garden. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.